Merry Christmas! We have made it. We are, well, nearly there. Work is shutting down, and we have been having a roundup of the year. And our main man, Alex, behind the scenes, put together a fantastic, emotional video of what we've been up to. So if you ever want to know what construction sport does, you can see our video now over on YouTube of our highlights reel of 2023. It's been emotional. It's been electric. It's been fun. There's been ups, there's been downs, but ultimately we're still here and we're still fighting the good fight. So take a little look at the video over on YouTube. It's very, very good. A massive thank you. Going through our highlights of the year. Obviously, the year kicked off quite quickly with our walk of HS2. A team of us embarked with the support of Flannery, Plant Hire and Bon Appetit. We embarked on a trek from Birmingham all the way to London. So, yeah, we went pretty much 3 days, 120 miles, and we walked the route pretty much of HS2. And what we now know is that is the full route, because since that walk, a lot of the route has now been put in the bin. But it was good. It was amazing. We raised some good funds for a good friend of ours, Martin Guest, who passed away in December last year, to support his family, his wife and 2 children. And yeah, it was electric. It was the hardest thing by far I have ever done. And I think I'll probably speak with the team as well. There was some seriously tough moments. My hardest moments were the mornings, 6 o'clock in the morning when we'd been walking for 2 hours and then realising we had another 10 hours to walk. So that was, or 10, 12 hours. It was soul destroying. It was tough, but we learned a hell of a lot, and it just shows how capable the human body is when the mind is put to work and the physicality kind of gets put on the back burner and the mind takes over. So that was brilliant. There's been some great events. Again, our main kind of supporters of First Response, GVR Solutions, PDC Scaffolding, and also WRS Contracts, who have teed us up this year to get underway with quite a few things. It was brilliant and hugely appreciated. And the great guys at Cavendish Professionals, again, Power Day were kind of helping us in the background, supporting us and doing a few number of events on their own. Actually, Cavendish done a great golf day, what massively helped again some more funds towards Martin Guest's family. It's been brilliant. It really has. And looking back now, the UK Construction Week, that was another great event. Getting on the boats, creating a bit of a scrap heap challenge again with Power Day. Waste Management put together the boats, took them on the water. Multiple boats sunk. I think 1 or 2 survived. But it was brilliant. Real good fun. It just shows the power of creating a community that are willing to sit with each other and have a laugh, and how beneficial that is to each other's mental health. So it's been brilliant. Looking at that, what other things? Rugby. We played at Leicester this year. We hired the Leicester Stadium. Andy Good come along, supported us once again. And we had a great day. I think it's one of the hottest days of the year. And we had 30, 40 unfit rugby players running around in the blistering heat, getting heavily dehydrated. We finished the game and carried on getting heavily dehydrated. And it was brilliant. Another great day. Big bike ride. That was huge. We cycled to Paris from London with the Rugby Centurions and a number of ex-rugby players who are in the Centurions Club, the hardest club, they say, in the world to become a member. And it's just been brilliant. We've had a lot of positives when you look at it. There's still one hell of a lot of negatives. I think we spoke about this last week about where we are now today and how far we've come. We've done very well in terms of raising the profile of what we're doing and getting people to kind of see what we're doing and support us and get talking to us. Next year is the year I think we've really got to put that into practice, because if you look at construction-based mental health and suicide in general in the construction sector, it's not got any better. And statistically, we're not sure yet. It's kind of a thing of fear, actually, these results coming out now. But there's going to be more statistics come out. It has been one of the biggest years for companies going into insolvency, disappearing, going under, disappearing due to financial stresses. And we know what comes with that, job losses, and a hell of a lot of job losses. So who knows what the statistics are going to show. But one thing I'm very, very conscious of, with all the money we've raised and support we've given to a number of families and all the money that's gone into construction mental health, that enough hasn't been done, and nothing on the face of it from the powers that be, the people who govern our kind of industry. nothing has actually changed in terms of processes, in terms of what we do for the staff, what we do for the companies, what we do for the organisations, what we do for the industry in general. Nothing has actually changed. So we've got to keep on pushing. We're getting there now. We've got people speaking to us who wasn't speaking to us a year ago, people in decent places. We've been negative about it quite a lot this year because we have been highlighting just how bad things are. And that to me has been very important to show that there's nothing we can be positive about in that light, due to the fact that it is a seriously serious, dark subject. Well, it's full of dark statistics, shall we say. But we've met a number of families who have been affected by certain situations this year. We know a number of families whose husbands aren't here now because of stresses in the industry. We've lost a lot of people that we kind of know. Well, there is actually, thinking about it, there's a lot of people we do actually directly know who aren't here today. So, and there's multiple, even in the last week, multiple stories coming through to us in the inbox about people who are getting injured in the workplace and where they are. The last week I spoke about, for instance, James Gambrell. I've had another one this week. Another gentleman's fell off a ladder and severely damaged his leg, and he won't be back to work by the minimum of the summer. So he's got a wife and 2 kids and a business to uphold. So we're talking to them, and hopefully in the new year we can look at doing some bits with them. But yeah, where have we been over the last year? All over the country, quite honestly. And with the thanks of Fred Mills and the B1M channel, their campaign of Get Construction Talking has taken us worldwide, shall we say. So we're very much been welcomed on board that bandwagon of shaking the stick of mental health and construction on a worldwide scheme. And that is hugely interesting. We're speaking with people. We have actually spoken this year with people in Australia, and we've also recently had a meeting with a company in Arizona. It was online. We didn't fly over there. I did request to meet in Vegas, but that was been put on hold for a few more years, shall we say. But we want to get worldwide. We realise that things are coming in all over the world. There's some horrific things that we see, even off the back of Qatar, actually. We heard the other week about the places, especially in the Middle East. These places in the Middle East have gone so quick. I know personally, I've walked through Dubai airport before, and you see it 10 years ago and it looked like sand, or 20 years ago now it looked like sand, a desert. And now it's this unbelievably impressive world of just pure entertainment. Obviously, sporting entertainment's being brought out to pieces over there, but the buildings and everything they've got over there is incredible. But buildings only go up in that way because of demand, and with demand comes sacrifice, unfortunately. And there is so many things when you look at the way these buildings go up, and there's, people even mention talks of pouring concrete. People who fall in the concrete just carry on pouring. Suicide missions, they were calling it, from China, where people literally would go over to the Middle East to take their own lives because their family would be given better payouts in comparison to anything they could ever fund their family with. So it's mad how the world looks at construction workers in general, be that male, female, whatever you kind of deem yourself as, people of all this kind of races, sexes. The construction worker on a worldwide scheme, on a worldwide kind of size, is very much deemed as the low of the low, unfortunately. That's kind of what we see. We don't get headlines like other industry get headlines. And talk about the military side of things and PTSD. Hopefully we can get there with that. But then also looking at the cases of how many people have died in the workplace, but not one person's ever raised it on a media, public kind of international scene of saying it's not right that the construction workers industries lose this amount of people, and no one stands up in front of the powers that be and argues or defends them. But we hope, as we have done this year, things are moving quickly. We've welcomed ourselves into the world of TikTok over the last few months, and that has been very interesting over the last few days, actually. What is extremely exciting, ready for the new year, because this studio that we're in will be live, and there will be guests coming in, multiple guests each and every week, for multiple podcasts going out, multiple videos across YouTube, because we are seeing, with the traction of the stuff that we are talking about, people are listening, and the level of people listening is rapidly increased, like I say, just in the last couple of weeks. So that is extremely exciting to go into 2024 with. We will see what the year brings. We will be, and this is a huge announcement, but we will be trekking. It's an early one, straight away, straight into it. January the 18th, Thursday, January the 18th, we will be doing a trek of London. Myself and a couple of close colleagues will be walking a marathon distance in London, starting at 6 a.m. at London Liverpool Street and walking a marathon loop around London, mainly the centre of London, over to West London, out towards Richmond Park and back. Gives us a marathon distance. We're welcoming people on board. You can sign up on our website, www.constructionsport.com. You can go on there, you can sign up for just a small donation of £20 to become part of the team, and then you'll be welcomed into our fundraising team as well to try and help support us going forward. We are welcoming people on that walk who want to walk a full marathon. We are also welcoming people on that walk because of London and the way it works. You can meet us anywhere on the route. There's tube stations all over the gaff. So if you want to meet us en route, you want to do half a marathon, 3/4 of a marathon, an hour's walk, whatever you want to do, you'll be able to track us down, find us, join on the walk, and stretch your legs. It's January after all. Time to get your steps in. Times to walk off some turkey, and time to get some fresh air because we're going to be stuck indoors for the next few weeks enjoying and feasting, shall we say. So that's straight away. We're doing a number of events. They're kind of all going to be launched in January, shall we say. We're just putting the dotting the I's and crossing the T's, as they say, on a lot of these events now, what is extremely exciting. Football will be a big one again. Rugby will be a big one. Netball's come up. Got to get a bit of netball action going on. So I'm looking forward to that. The military, we're in touch. We want to take you on. We want to take on the military. Are you the RAF? Are you the Army? Or are you the Navy? We want to know. And we want to know what teams you've got ready to take us on. We are the construction industry. We have a lot of people. You have the military services and you have professional sporting setups. Let's get amongst it. Let's take each other on. We're taking on the fire brigade. We'll have some of you again if you fancy it. But yeah, any sport we want to get involved. We want to do it in-house. We want to play against other teams and stuff in the construction world. But we also want to take on some of the outside sectors as well from us. So the blue light sectors, the military service, let us know if you're keen for something, whether it's badminton, chess, football, rugby, hockey, you name it. Let's have some of it. So a huge thank you. I would go through the list of it off the top of my head, but it is too long. I'm not going to lie. It's been an incredible year. A huge thank you to the top bins behind it all is the construction sport team. Alex is over to my left at the moment, has led the way with making all this available. Craig Butler and Leanne, who are behind the scenes as well. Craig's very much on the site, leading the team of ground workers, shall we say. It's been good. It's been the first year for that, actually. The kind of construction sport contract side of it. Our workforce have been very much on site all year. It's been brilliant in that sense. We've had a few good Christmas do's. There's been highs and there's been lows of it all, as there is. This is the construction world. It's been emotional. We've made it through. We're all here in one piece. But come the new year, one thing that we do see, one little rant, as I do get it, because I've had it from 6 different people this week, and I've actually been given a heads up about a couple of companies that I'm not going to name yet that could be going south in the new year, unfortunately. But getting laid off at Christmas, how shit is that? The amount of people we've had literally say they've just found out that now we're literally a day or two away from Christmas. Oh, by the way, you're finishing up now. We don't need you January. That is wrong on so many levels because nobody recruits and nobody hires people at Christmas. So you are leaving a man or a lady in a position where the start of January, they're starting off on the back foot. So if you have laid off people in mid-December or this time of the year, kind of late in the 20s of December, and you have a moral conscience, go to the doctors and get it checked because it's wrong. At least give them a couple of weeks in January to ease their way in. It's not right. It's morally wrong. If you want to help mental health in construction, don't ruin a person's Christmas like that. Please. Just give them a week or two in January. Ease them into the new year into another one. It's the little things in life you may just need it. Someone always said to me, always be careful of the person that you're managing because the next project you go on, he'll probably be managing you. So that has come to light in my life a lot, and it's always quite entertaining to see that, how, especially in the freelance world, how jobs will kind of change around. But it's been good. But 2023, we are out. Please have a look at the highlights reel. It's been amazing. George, our man in the background as well on the website stuff. All those people. Kev Downton. I'm not going to go on the names. You're amazing. Lovely. Thank you all so much. Enjoy Christmas. I'm going to be sitting back, having a couple of shandies and eating as much as I humanly possibly can. I'm looking at gaining weight between now and January. And then I'm looking at getting back into sport in the new year. We can change this industry if we just embrace what sport gives to the human being, and that is a hell of a lot in terms of mental health. That is a hell of a lot of positives. It doesn't cost nothing to take someone out and go for a little stroll. It does cost things to put people in classrooms and educate them like that. And that also doesn't work for construction workers because we are not made for classrooms. If you turn the heating on, I will fall asleep. Thank you all. 2023, I'm out.